Covering Putnam County, where multiple dogs in bad shape have been rescued.
2 people are now facing multiple charges of animal neglect in this case. Because those charges are only misdemeanors, we've chosen not to identify them. News4JAX reporter Eric Avanier, that is, joining us now live to explain why those charges may not remain misdemeanors. Eric?
Well, Kent, what happened to those dogs is upsetting a lot of people in Putnam County, which is why investigators are looking to have those misdemeanor charges upgraded to felonies. But before they can do that, they're waiting on a final report from doctors who are treating those dogs. Now, I do want to warn our viewers that there are some images in this story that are disturbing. Putnam County deputies were called to this Crescent City home off Highway 17 to assist an animal control officer who was investigating an anonymous complaint about suspected animal abuse and neglect. The animal control officer was disturbed by what he discovered.
It was obviously a pretty disturbing sight for ourselves as well once we responded there.
Deputies say they found an adult Weimaraner that was extremely malnourished and dehydrated. 8 other dogs were located on the property, 5 of which were puppies and the remaining 3 were adults. According to investigators, all 8 of the animals were visibly malnourished. Investigators also noticed that all the puppies were kept in a dirt pen with no food or clean water. Their ribs, hips, and shoulder bones were very visible.
It was a sad sight to see.
Sad because investigators say it could have been prevented had the homeowner and the woman who dropped the dogs off simply called the animal control or an animal rescue organization for help.
Make a phone call. A lot of these animals, they can't take care of themselves, as you know, almost like children are the same way. And there are resources out there. There are people who are willing to help. And if there's nobody else to call the sheriff's office, and we can lead them in the right direction.
The owner of the home did not want to comment on camera. Off camera, he said that he did everything he could to feed the animals. He also said that he was not aware that there were organizations that he could contact for help. Organizations like Florida Urgent Rescue. Members of this rescue organization picked up 2 of the 5 puppies seized by authorities and took them to a veterinarian in Palm Valley for immediate medical help. This is what they looked like when they arrived: emaciated and tired.
One of them needed a transfusion. They both needed a lot of fluids, a lot of vitamins, dewormer. They both needed hospitalization. One of them was in more critical condition than the other, but they're both stabilized. But if we hadn't gotten to the vet, I don't know that they would have survived.
A total of 7 dogs were removed from this property, while 1 was allowed to remain because it belonged to someone else. 6 of the dogs that required significant medical attention are now recovering in foster care, while the case is still under investigation. The 7th dog is currently in protective custody at the Putnam County Animal Control Office. Both Florida Urgent Rescue and the Putnam County Sheriff's Office is pleading with animal owners to not allow their pets to end up like this. Now, animal advocates say that in addition to organizations that are willing to help you feed your pet, there are also groups on social media that you can reach out to that are also willing to help as well. Now, this is why authorities say there was no need for those animals to end up the way they did. Reporting live, Eric Avanier, Channel 4, the local station.